Alright, hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and we're starting this one off in the car. It's a little chilly outside. So I am on my way to an abandoned coal mine. Not going inside of it or anything, but if you guys have watched some of my previous videos, I have been river detecting outside a few of these old mines, and this one in particular, it's been abandoned since I think like the early 1900s, 1910, 1920, something like that. But it did open, I think, in about 1840. So there's a potential for a lot of history here. And I actually did find some stuff in this location already. I just haven't filmed here. So without rambling on too much more, I'm gonna get to the site here, and I'll turn you guys on when I find the first thing. So see you then. Okay, so I just found this interesting 4645 signal. Looks a little bad on the 2D screen. Looks like a little line. Okay, so I got it out, and I already pinpointed it, so you guys don't have to watch me struggle here. So, literally no idea what this is. At first glance, it kind of looks like a crushed bullet. But if it's anything interesting, I'll put in a picture here when I clean it up. But chances are this is just some garbage. So, off to a pretty rough start. Just a few tiny pieces of garbage so far, but hopefully we'll get something good. I did have a tick kind of crawling up my leg here just a minute ago, so I've been avoiding this area just because there's a lot of overgrowth. You can kind of see over there. There's a lot of greenery over there still. It's kind of where I want to go, but I'm probably going to skip that today. Depends on what we can find in this area here. But yeah, that's why I've been going into the river outside of these places instead of in here, because there's too many ticks. But so far I only found the one, so I'm hoping there's not too many out. But we'll see. So I'll see you guys on the next target. Okay, so this was pretty shallow, and I didn't think much of it since it was an iron signal. But here, let me get you guys in a little bit of sunlight. I believe this kind of looks like a square nail. This is my first ever square nail. So you guys can, I don't know how old these can get, but I assume they're pretty old, so you guys can get a rough idea of where I am and how old this place is. And you know, since I'm here, let me let me walk over here and show you guys the portal. Okay, so I'm going to narrate over this part because I have since returned to this site and found the actual portal for the mine, which is actually closer to the field off to the right of this fallen tree I'm coming up on. So what we are actually looking at is a perfect example of mine subsidence. This is part of the main tunnel leading into the mine that has collapsed to the point that the ground above has sunken in. This particular location is very wet, so it could have given way due to soft ground, or I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this was intentional. There are several other mines in the area that have had similar work done to them to prevent curious people from entering dangerous mines. I believe this particular mine had an incident where 2 miners unfortunately passed away in the late 1800s. So I go further into explaining here that the flat level above this fallen tree is where some old workshops and buildings were, hence this finding the square nails here. I have put a lot of research into this location, the most out of any location I've visited actually, and I'm hoping to continue to get great pieces out of here in the future. When I revisit this location in the future, I can take a short little snippet of where the actual portal is, because it is kind of interesting. So until then, you'll have to keep an eye out for an update video. I may also use this site as an example of how to find good metal detecting locations using old maps and the power of the internet. So stay tuned. I've been coming here a couple times a year and found a few cool things. I'll insert a few pictures of the stuff I've found so far. Most of it's, you know, pretty minor related, but I did find I assume probably a plated silver pocket watch, because I tried cleaning it and that was like one of my very first instances of regretting cleaning something. And I probably didn't clean it the right way. but I think it took most of that silver plating off, unfortunately. But it's still cool. I still find a silver plated pocket watch probably. So anyway, I'll stop rambling. I did find some cool stuff here, so I'm hoping today I find some more cool stuff. And you know, if I don't find anything else, at least I found that square nail, and that's pretty cool. So, all right, we'll keep going. Okay, so I found a mid-40s signal. Seems pretty shallow, but it's right next to this giant tree, so we'll try to get it out. This is kind of in the range of some minor tags I've found before, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush some of this stuff away and see what it is. Okay, so I did end up freeing it, and at first glance it looks like a piece of scrap metal, but I think it could be an old harmonica reed. Seems about the right shape. Not sure, but I'll take it home and clean it up, and if it is anything good, I'll show a cleaned up picture of it or something. But I did want to show you guys, as I was digging up the hole, I found a little piece of coal. So definitely in the right spot for the coal mine and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I'll hold on to this piece, little piece of history. Okay, so I found a pretty shallow 1920 something signal here. I just picked up a piece of scrap metal that was in the same numbers, but hoping that this isn't a piece of scrap metal. I found that scrap metal literally right there, so just hoping it's not garbage. Okay, I think it is garbage. It could be a piece of a belt buckle, potentially. See some notches there. I'm not sure. Okay, so I got a bit of a surface find here. You guys can see it's like jumping all over the place, and I already see it. Check that out. Looks like an old railroad spike, but considering we're right on top of an old coal mine, I assume it's probably used for their operation in some fashion, potentially. Looks pretty crusted over. Yeah, let me get you guys in the sun. Looks pretty crusty. It's already fallen apart in my hands, but pretty neat. Okay, so for the last like 20-30 minutes I've been chasing nothing but iron signals, and I found this thing. Don't know what it is. It kind of looks like it's attached to a piece of wood, and there's some kind of buckle or something on the top of this here. Don't know, but interesting nonetheless. So that'll be going into the bag. Okay, so I got a really solid 60 here, and it seems to be on the surface. Looks like a almost perfect circle on the 2D screen. There we go. It's kind of glary, but you guys can visualize it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what this is, and I'll get back to you. Okay, I might try to position you guys for this. It's going pretty crazy here, so should be right on the surface, or just about. Okay, looks like it's pretty deep in there, so let me get the shovel and we'll do a sort of live dig here. It's a little precarious because I'm literally right next to the portal I told you about before. So let's go ahead and see if I can crack this thing up here. Oh boy, I kind of like what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's a good thing I recorded this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is the first coal miner tag I have found on camera. You can see it has a little hole. Here, let me find some sunlight here. Okay, you can see it has a little hole on the top, and right down here at the bottom it'll have a stamped number. I think it's on the other side on this one. Let's see if we can see. Maybe 09 or I see 9. That's what I can certainly make out. And I see there's another punched number to the left of that, but I'll take it home, I'll clean it up, I'll show you guys what the number is, but very happy with that. I found another coal miner tag here. I did kind of let the secret out about this location. So a few of the metal detecting club members have been here, I think. Gotten a few miner tags themselves, which is great. But you know, it's my hidey hole. I gotta find the treasure first. Anyway, I'm really happy that we just found a miner tag right next to the portal, which is awesome. Either way, I'm gonna keep going. We've been here probably for about, I don't know, 2 hours or so. Okay, so I found that coal miner tag just about here. And then I found a weird junky iron signal here. I pulled out a few, you know, little pieces of junk, but then I found this. And I've got just about no idea what it is. Could be like a whistle or something maybe? Or like a spigot or a hose connection or something. Sorry, I just realized it was out of frame. It has this weird little hole there on the back. And then that hole there, and then that hole there. So I don't know, kind of seems like, you know, something liquid or air would move through. So not really sure. I'll go home and clean it up and see if there's any other markings on it or something. Okay, I've moved away from the portal a little bit. It's just over there, and I've moved over here. And I got a pretty promising signal here, but it looks really elongated, so yeah, you guys can see that line. It's kind of like blurring across the bottom there. Okay, so I've got the hole open, and I already kind of pinpointed the location. Doesn't look like a desirable object, but you never know. Whoa! Okay, I take that back. Sorry, buzzing in your guys' ear. I don't know what this is. It doesn't look like a belt buckle anymore now that I pulled it out. Maybe some kind of harness. No, it's not a harness. I don't know. If you guys know what this is, feel free to let me know down in the comments. It's got this little spinny thing on the side. I don't know. Weird. Okay, so I prematurely left this hole. You guys can see there's a 50s signal down there somehow that I missed. And threw my pinpointer in here, and I think I found relatively where it's at. Oh, okay. Another piece to the puzzle for this one. Sorry guys, the sun's kind of going away, so I can't really... Let me see if... Okay, there we go. You guys can see that. Looks like some kind of gear, probably to whatever I just pulled out, that square thing. So that's interesting. Maybe there was some kind of electronics going on here in the early 1900s before they closed the mine. Alright guys, so this hole keeps on giving. I'm at the same place. I found that weird gear and stuff. And check this out. I keep finding pieces of glass. This one looks like it said something at one point. It's like an EN. Could be a modern Heineken or something like that. But look at this. What is this? Looks like there's still some kind of growth. I don't know if this is dirt or what, actually, but found this in there too, so probably some kind of structural support. I am kind of right where the sidewall of this tunnel area would have been, so I don't know, strange, but hey, I'll take it. So this is definitely coming with me. I actually have a few of these at home too, but they look a little better than that one. So okay, we'll keep going and see if we can find anything else here. Okay, so I just spent a while digging this thing out. No idea what it is. Looks like it could have been a like bowl or something, because it's got this lip here along the edges. But very strange. Maybe it's like a steel bowl for cereal or something. I don't know. It's pretty wrecked though. So interesting. If you guys know what this is, please feel free to let me know in the comments. But this is probably going to be one of the last things I dig today. My batteries are running pretty low and starting to get a little dark now. Okay, so I had a bit of a low signal here. Nickel range. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll get a buffalo nickel or something. But I've gotten a few of these too. And they're interesting. It's like porcelain, but it's like to the bottom of a tin can, which is interesting. Or the top, I don't quite know which. But I've gotten a few of these. They look pretty cool. I've been saving them. I don't know if they're rare or not. I doubt it. But either way, I think it's pretty neat. Pretty shiny. But yeah, this bottom of the tin can's seen better days. Okay, so as you guys can probably see, this thing is gigantic. I spent probably about 5 minutes getting this out of this hole. It's really shallow. And I think this is a sign for me to go home, because I can't carry all this stuff anymore. So, no idea what this is. I assume it's like some ore bucket or something, if I had to guess. Looks like there's a piece of wood, like, attached to it somehow. I don't know. I mean, I'll be taking it home with me, at the very least, but, yeah, I don't know. There's the cereal bowl. I've been carrying it around too. So yeah, I think I'm done for today. So I'll see you guys back at the car for the wrap-up. Okay guys, we made it back to the car, so let's go ahead and see what we got today. Okay guys, so here's all the stuff. Here's the little piece of porcelain that we found. The tin can piece still on the bottom. I found a lot of square nails. That's what this piece is here, and I got too lazy. I didn't want to clean the rest of this stuff up, so that's mostly square nails too. Check it out. Very cool. I'll be saving most of these, at least the ones that look like square nails. I got this weird little hook thing. Modern garbage, tinfoil nonsense. I got a few hot rocks. Don't really know what's going on with them, but these two are just hot rocks. A piece of coal that I picked up earlier. The giant, I guess, rod of some kind. The miner tag, of course, which was pretty cool. Still got to clean it up, but I'll insert a picture at some point of the cleaned product. And you know, this weird spigot thing, and the gear, and this, which I assume somehow, you know, went together. Don't know how exactly, but. And then yeah, got this shotgun shell thing, another big square spike, and then of course the, the biggest thing of the day, the bucket, which I assume was for ore. I hope it wasn't for, you know, an outhouse or something. I doubt it, but you never know. But yeah, that was definitely an irritating find to pull out of the ground. But then yeah, we got the cereal bowl looking thing too. So I think my favorite find obviously is the miner tag and the harmonica reed. I think this stuff is interesting, pretty interesting too, but I'm not sure what it is. If I knew what it was, I'd probably be more excited about it. The porcelain thing's pretty neat. So personally, I think my favorite finds are the miner tag and the harmonica reed. But what are you guys' favorites? I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys like the cereal bowl? Do you guys like the big bucket? So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. And thanks again for watching, guys. I know I had a bit of a hiatus there. I did go on a few vacations and stuff, so and I was just not really feeling like recording a few videos. So, you know, I'm back. Don't know for how long, but, you know, as long as I feel like recording some videos, you guys will hear from me. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.